shared over 33,000 times. Today we're making my Cashew Thai Quinoa Salad, and you helped me to make this video, so thank you. I read through all 118 plus comments on the blog post so that I could get all of your tips and tricks plus my own to make sure that this video encompassed all of it. This is without a doubt one of my favorite meal prep salads in the world. The veggies do not get soggy, which is a very big deal for meal prep salads. It has 8 grams of protein in each serving, and I'm going to show you how to get even more. Even if you're a salad hater, you will love this salad. Okay, let's get started. Okay, let's start with the ingredients that we're going to need for our salad. We are going to need 1 large carrot. We're going to also need 3 cups of sliced red cabbage, 1 cup of chopped red bell pepper, and 1 cup of chopped green bell pepper. And 1 large green and red bell pepper should be enough for that. You're also going to need 2 cups of kale, a 1/4 cup of raw cashews, but even roasted are fine here as well. We're going to need half of a small lime. You're going to also need half a teaspoon of ground ginger, 1 tablespoon of maple syrup or agave works here as well, 2 tablespoons of tamari, liquid aminos, gluten-free soy sauce, regular soy sauce is fine, 1 teaspoon of white vinegar or rice vinegar, 1/3 cup of peanut butter, cashew butter, almond butter, anyone is up to you, half a teaspoon of sesame seeds, a 1/4 teaspoon of crushed red pepper flakes, and we're also going to need a 1/4 cup of warm water, plus 2 cups of cooked quinoa, which I'm going to show you how to make. When I learned how to cook quinoa the right way, it made all the difference. You're going to need 1 cup of uncooked quinoa. You're going to wash that thoroughly. Then we're going to add it to a pan with some oil that's been slightly heated, and we want it to just crisp up, which is going to add more flavor and an even better texture to the quinoa. Then to that, you are going to add 2 cups of either veggie broth or water. I like to add in water then this veggie paste so that it has a great flavor in it. I stir all of that in, and I also add a pinch of salt to this as well. That's optional, but I also find that it helps. You're going to bring it to a boil and then to a simmer. You're going to cover it for 15 minutes. And what I'm showing you here is quinoa that is not ready yet. It's almost there, but you want to make sure that all of the liquid has been dried out. I let it sit for a little bit, and sometimes if the 15 minutes is finished, you can just turn it off. If there's only a little bit of liquid left, leave it covered for like 5 more minutes, and then you're going to come in and fluff it. Now, fluffing it just like how you fluff rice is what's really going to make the difference to get that really nice, super fluffy quinoa look. And as you can see here, you can literally see it starting to fill up the pot some more. Quinoa looks great, fluffy, it's properly dried. You're just going to let that cool to the side, and after it's finished, I just transfer it to my bowl just because it's easier, and I just wanted to show you again how good the texture looks. Then we're going to start on our carrots. Now, I, for some reason, couldn't find 1 large carrot, so I have a lot of tiny carrots for this. And we're going to julienne the carrots. You can also put this through a mandolin, but I just wanted to show you how easy this was to do. You're just going to cut off the tip so that you have a nice firm base for it. Slice it into thin slices, and then you're going to stack those and slice those as well, and now you have nice julienne carrot pieces. Next, we are going to cut our cabbage, and I'm going to show you with the base. You're going to cut around basically like the solid head part of it that you can't use. Then you're going to use it on your mandolin. I could not find my glove, but please make sure you're using some sort of protective piece for this. And it is that easy to slice your cabbage. Next, we're just going to prep our bell peppers, and I just cut off the top. Yes, we're definitely going to use that as well, by the way. But it's the easiest way to get out the seeds and the ribbing on the inside. And then this also helps you to line it up, just like kind of flat. You're going to cut it all the way around, and then I just like to cut it in half again, but any length or size is really up to you. You actually don't even have to do it this precise. I completely understand if you're like, I just want to make the salad as fast as possible. That's totally fine. I'm just showing you a really nice method to make it here. You're going to prep your cashews, which is as simple as just chopping them, and you can swap this out for sunflower seeds, peanuts, slivered almonds. It's totally up to you. Next, we wash and prep our kale, and then I just like to remove them from the stems this way, and then I just tear them with my hands. At this point, I was kind of tired of chopping, so This is just a really easy way to prep your kale, and then I just give them a nice light massage, which just helps to break them down and also allows them to absorb the flavor from the sauce even better. Now we just add all of our ingredients to a bowl. You can do it aesthetically if you want. You really don't have to because you're about to mix them all together. Then we give this a nice squeeze of lime over the top, which is just going to help to add even more flavor to all of these veggies, and it's really going to pair really well with our dressing. So for our dressing, we're just going to mix our ground ginger or maple syrup, our soy sauce or tamari. We're also going to add in our white vinegar or sesame seeds, our cashew butter. I use cashew butter instead of peanut butter here, and some hot water, warm water, as well as our red pepper flakes. Then you just want to make sure that your water is warm, because that's really going to help to make sure that the sauce really melts really well together. You can use a bunch of stuff for this. I'm just using a spoon, a fork, a whisk. You can use an immersion blender or mini blender. It's really up to you. I mean, I don't really find a difference, but if you want a super smooth sauce, like you're going to use this sauce in other applications throughout the week, then you can definitely get it nice and smooth and blended. I realized my bowl was too small to mix in, so I added it to a nice big bowl, and then you just toss it all together, you know. I topped it with some more cashews on top, and this is just so good. Like, I think this tastes great fresh. I think it tastes great after a couple days, after an hour. It's so good. It comes together so easily, as you see, and this is like the ultimate meal prep salad that's going to take you through the week. Okay, so I'm actually kind of annoyed with myself that I don't make the salad more. Like, hello. First of all, rainbow of colors. I am like obsessed with just how this looks in general. And you just get so much protein, fiber, fat content. It doesn't get soggy. It tastes incredible. I don't want to say perfect, but if I could, I would call this perfect. Okay, let's dig in. Try and get a decent amount of veg variety in this bite. Oh, and a cashew. I feel like I'm always dancing in these videos, but this is so good. That crunch will always be my favorite part of the salad. It just has like this really good mouth feel to it. The flavors really complement each other. So good. Now, you can also make this very allergy friendly. I get this question a lot. Can I sub the peanut butter 100%? Like I told you, I actually use cashew butter since my daughter is allergic to peanuts. So we haven't actually used the peanuts in this recipe in quite some time. You can use sunflower seed butter. Tastes pretty much the same, to be so honest with you. Pumpkin seed butter, like any nut butter that you love, you can use it here instead. Of course, I probably will not eat the limes on top like this, but it makes it really pretty if you want to serve this for a dinner party. This would also be great for like a birthday party, you know, maybe like a rainbow theme or something like that. It works well for so many different ideas and occasions. Now, like I've said a couple times, at its base, this salad has 8 grams of protein per serving. There are tons of ways to add more. So hemp seeds are an incredible way. I can't remember how much protein per tablespoon, but it's a decent amount. So I'll just put it on the screen. But we're talking about these tiny, just like buttery, almost like nut-like pieces of seeds that are gonna boost the protein in your salad. You don't even really taste them, to be honest with you. My daughter and I love snacking on these. This is like my #1 tip if you want to add more protein super easily to the salad. Kind of anything else that you're eating, they just kind of blend in. They're really good. Edamame is also a great option for adding in protein. This pack has 17 grams of protein in it. I mean, you could add up to 2 packs into this, but I love edamame. It really plays in well with the flavors of the salad as well. So just a great addition as well. Tofu is always gonna be bae. I absolutely love adding tofu into so many different recipes, and there are a couple of ways you could do this. You could toss this in some of the dressing, bake it. That'd be a nice way to just add in, you know, like bits of protein and a nice crunch as well, almost like croutons if you'd like, or just like softer pieces, just depending on what you want to do. Or you could maybe even do like a tofu feta, not very Thai, but you kind of just add another element of flavor and texture to this recipe as well. The point is that it's just another way to add more protein in. You could do tempeh. I've seen a lot of people say in the comments that they've used whole snap peas as well. It's a really good option as well. But the point is that the options are just kind of endless here. I do want to touch for a second on the dressing itself. Now, I would just make this dressing and just keep it in your fridge, just like for meal prep in general. Again, like I mentioned, you could marinate tofu in it. You could just add it to pretty much anything. Sometimes I make summer rolls and I'll serve it on the side. Like, the dressing itself is really good, super easy to make as you saw, and pretty much I would say a meal prep staple. I've also seen people bring up cashews. Cashews are not cheap. I completely understand that. You don't have to add them in, or you can use whatever is just in your pantry. You could use slivered almonds, you could use peanuts, you could use pumpkin seeds, sunflower seeds. Again, it's really just up to you. I wanted this salad to be something that was easy and accessible, not something that you felt you had to go and buy a ton of new ingredients for, but it's just about making a salad that you will actually want to eat throughout the week. I hope that you found this video really helpful. I really wanted a video that could go through all kind of tips that I feel like I've learned and I've loved, like how to, Julienne carrots, or how to cook quinoa to make it like extra fluffy. And I just really wanted to pack in as much as I could into this video. Sorry, I had to sneak another bite. As always, the full instructions, ingredients, all of these tips and tricks and more will be in the blog post. So be sure to check the description box down below, jessicainkitchen.com. You're going to find everything that you need there. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to let me know in the comment section down below. And if you're going to make the salad as well, don't forget to like this video, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell button so that you get all the notifications and so that you do not miss any of my upcoming videos. Thank you so much again for being here, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!